You have to be prepared for who you're going up against. Think about what ammunition this guy has. Watch the question I'm going to ask, and I want to see your answer. You ready? I'm going to ask you a question here right now, and I want you to process this and see how quickly you come up with it. Give me the biggest endorsers of Barack Obama when he ran in 2008.
Oprah Winfrey.
Exactly. It's the first thing I was going to say, and you said that. Okay. How big was Oprah Winfrey?
The biggest.
Huge.
Okay. Who else endorsed Obama? Everybody in Hollywood, everybody in music industry, everybody in sports, everybody and everybody. Okay. Tell me the biggest endorsers of Donald Trump. Silence.
I think Chachi from Scott Baio.
By the way, look how you're joking.
Yeah, I'm not joking. But I literally think that's the biggest.
But think about how quiet you got.
No, but he doesn't need anybody.
What's the point?
He doesn't need anybody.
This is not a guy that some people are, well, he's going to need this endorsement because that's not going to work. You don't understand. This is a guy that doesn't give a shit if Elon Musk wants to endorse him or not. He doesn't care if the biggest guys want to endorse him. He's not that guy. So here's what's happening.
He should probably care.
I agree. If I'm sitting down interviewing him, I'm going to say, why would you call Elon Musk a bullshit artist? What are you
don't
doing?
Want Elon on your side?
But that's the right question to ask. But I'm telling you how I see him. I may be wrong, but the way I see him is he doesn't give a shit if you endorse him or not.
I think the challenge is he gets in his own way. But go ahead.
He does. But he's proven, there's a part of him that he's shown and said, hey, you want to be on my side? Great. You don't want to be on my side? Get him out of here. Get somebody else to replace him. Whether that's right or wrong, it's not the way you would do it. It's work for him.
No doubt. It worked for him in 2016.
What does he have today that he didn't have in 2020 when he lost? You ready what he has today that he didn't have in 2020 when he lost?
Truth Social?
No. Who gives a shit about Truth Social? I don't care about Truth Social.
No, either way. Yeah.
Do you know what he has that he didn't have in 2020? People can't be this naive, bro.
Trump?
What?
He's got a chip.
No, forget about the chip. He's had a chip since before he was born. When his parents conceived him, there was a chip already in the shoulder.
Yeah.
This guy's born with a chip, okay?
Is it all the stuff, Pat, that's been exposed with all the Twitter and all the COVID, all the
Twitter
everything?
files,
The
New
Twitter,
York Post,
COVID,
Hunter Biden, everything
that he said,
now he has proof to
Yes.
say Russia was fake, Twitter files, New York Post, Hunter Biden, I should have been president, they were wrong. This and you can't say anything to that.
Gain of function. Yeah.
There's nothing you can say to that. He's going to say, look what, did you see what Fauci said this week with CDC and vaccines?
No.
Did you guys see the article with Fauci this week with vaccines?
No.
We should be very careful with the mRNA because some of the things we have to be. This is just a couple days ago, by the way. I don't know if you guys.
Before you shift gears, you're going to go to shift.
I'm not trying to shift gears. All I'm saying to you is just think how a great storyteller and a marketer and how great troller he is. He has more content today where he can give a 5-hour speech on this and he'll keep going and going and going and going and going. Now, Twitter's got him back. Facebook's got him back. Instagram's got him back. Google's about to give him back. He's got Truth Social. He's got all this other stuff. And you give him all this content. Yep. I mean, it's just like
by the way, fantastic point. Fully agree. And then here's my advice. If he makes it, which I assume he will, if he uses the word I versus we. I told you this. I was right. I called it. If it's that, people are over that.
He's going to.
But
that's
he
my
is,
point
for sure.
But if he says,
wouldn't you?
We need to understand the American people. We all
he definitely won't.
If he makes it about him, he will lose.
And by the way, you know what else is going to? You know why this is all playing into his hand? Here's what's going to be playing into his hand. What's going to happen all year long this long? Did you see what AOC did the other day with fake Hunter Biden laptop? Did you see what she said? Have you seen this?
No.
Half true.
And she's like, this is half true Hunter Biden fake laptop that everybody on the conservative sides want to talk about and investigate. That's a sign of weakness.
100%.
So the next 12 months, you're going to see Fauci being investigated. You're going to see gain of function being investigated.
Twitter's on right
should
now.
be investigated.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that does not help DeSantis. That helps Trump because all of that worked against Trump.
Yes.
That didn't work against DeSantis. What DeSantis has going on is the following. Nobody in America, as a governor, handled COVID, scoreboard, leaders bulletin, data. Nobody handled it better than him. That is a salute everyone's given him. Well, he went from 34,000 votes to 1.5 million votes. That's where he's at. But there's another dimension to this game of politics, man. There's a very different dimension to this game of politics.
So you kind of asked the question. So you asked, who do you think I want to see president?
Yeah.
I don't have I literally don't know.
I'm curious. Who do you think?
I don't know. I
Who do you think?
you would vote for
I'm
either
curious.
one of them.
Who do you think?
I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
You know, am I rooting for DeSantis? No. But when I objectively look at what I think he would do as a president, so I could do this, and live this, and this, that's who I'd kind of like to see. I look at taxes, I look at things that are going on in Washington right now, and I just roll my eyes, and I'm like, this is incredible. And I say, you know, I think DeSantis would be a moderating force and all that. But I think about it the same way you did. It's, you know, it's like, who would you like to see win the Super Bowl, and who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl, or who do you think is going to walk through those playoffs? And I agree with everything you've said. I think America doesn't understand the core Trump voter, and they are about to be energized by exactly what you said. I was right.
Yes.
That is powerful. I was right.
Right. Yep.
He's not.
I think.
I don't know if did you give an answer?
Sure I did. I did very clearly. I said, would I like to see DeSantis as president for the moderation and everything that's going to come
so
out of
you're
that?
picking DeSantis.
Sure. If he's going to manage the country the way he managed Florida, then you kind of trust that guy and say he's going to keep the peace and I'll be able to do my thing,
But
grow
I
my
don't-
business. And
but
do
I
it.
Same
don't-
for you, Pat?
Well, I'm saying I don't think
With
Pat
what?
would be mad. I don't think you'd be mad if Trump, like, obviously we see with DeSantis, very good, very attractive candidate. But going back to the Trump thing, I don't think he'd be mad that Trump. I don't think you'd be mad that Trump won, because at least this time he'd get a kind of a fair shot with all the shit that was against him. I've said this before. At least he'd be having like no Trump, no Russia, no this, no pandemic. If they don't release, if China doesn't have another goddamn outbreak. But I'm not gonna front. If you flip the coin, I wouldn't give a shit which one.
So
I'm
which
gonna be
one would
honest
you
with
pick?
For Pat, I would say
No, for you.
DeSantis. For me, I honestly wouldn't care. I'm being
You
dead
have
ass.
zero
I
care?
don't give a shit because
that's oddly- that's
no
kinda weird.
because but hear my point though. During Trump, the only thing that was hurting everybody
Vinny,
were people's
take
feelings,
a pick, bro.
Were
Pick-
people's
pick
feelings.
one. This isn't it.
I'd go Trump because
Okay.
I want to see him have a fair shot without the Russia bullshit, without this, without fuck Fauci, without all these assholes. I'd want him to go by
Let Pat
himself.
answer his own question.
So concerns of what I worry about. This is what I worry about. What is the last thing left to do to Trump that they haven't done yet?
Indict him.
They've pretty much done everything.
On Epstein Island, there was a video of him doing
But
something.
Literally kill him.
That's it. Okay. By the way,
They've already
good-
killed his reputation. They've killed his business.
That's
They've
it.
killed everything
That's
about
it.
him.
So that is the last thing that's left, which is a play, a card that was used against Kennedy, against Reagan, against Lincoln, against RFK, against MLK. I mean, there's a list of
Yeah. By the way, we are not condoning.
No,
it.
no,
Just to be clear
zero.
here,
Zero.
everybody.
No, hell no.
All I'm saying to you is there is different forms of assassination.
Yes.
Character assassination is
done. Yep.
very, very, very hardcore. Financial assassination is hardcore when you don't have any money. And what a bunch of the guys from New York. Giuliani used to be a hero in New York. Now, think about how's he making money? They took his license away from him.
Mm-hmm.
This was a guy that you loved when 9/11 happened. Now you want to trash it because he can become someone's lawyer?
Yeah.
You got a few other names on that list. So they're going to do financial, character. Typically, if you do financial, it's done. It's done when you do financial. They can't do that to him. Character assassination, 99% of the time, it's done. He's Teflon. Doesn't bother him. There's only one thing left. So my concern is that, and it may not even be from the States, and maybe somebody else, all this other stuff that just is not happy with this guy becoming the leader. Because if he becomes president, tariffs are coming back. China's going to be miserable. He's going to expose him. He's going to make the tribunal court with, where did COVID come from, gain of function, there's going to be so many people that don't want him to be there. Trust me, Democrats are begging for DeSantis to win, to be the lead, or their strategy is to make sure Trump wins, but give him so much content that whoever they put up against him, and there's only one or two people that can beat Trump if they go up against him. Michelle's one of them. If I'm on the left right now, you have no idea how many conversations I'm having with Michelle Obama.
Please.
Exactly.
You have no
please,
idea how
please.
many conversations I'm having with Michelle Obama. They fear that Hillary is going to get in there because you can't prevent Hillary. Who's going to tell Hillary don't run and she listens? Nobody.
Nobody.
If Hillary's going to run, she's going to run. Hillary sees herself as an equal to Trump. Hillary sees herself as, and by the way, to me, she is, except she's not marketable.
Yeah.
And she's not a good speaker. She's not. So to go back to it, I want policies. I'm concerned about age. I'm concerned about whether you're going to last and stay energized to fulfill. So even if he gets elected in a year and a half, 2 years, January 2025 is going to be inauguration. How old is Trump going to be January 2025?
Probably 80 almost.
So you mean to tell me you're going to go till 84? He's a pretty healthy guy. He's golfing. He's walking. He's active. He's a guy that
He doesn't drink, no drugs.
No, he doesn't do drugs. He doesn't do any of that stuff. But that's the concern. DeSantis is younger. All of that stuff. So it's the policies DeSantis, I believe, will drive. I believe Trump will also drive. They're about to go do character assassination on Biden, I believe, on DeSantis, I believe, the next 9 or 12 months. And we've not yet seen how he's going to handle that.
If Trump was elected in 2024, he would be 78 years old when he steps foot in the Oval Office for the second time.
So 82 years old.
Right now, Joe Biden is currently 80 years old.
Yeah.
So he'd be younger than Joe Biden if he were to get a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your pick Trump?
My pick is either way, but I have concerns with both of them.
Okay.